was doing he got up in that thing without any trouble, like he was going to drive it. It's unbelievable. But also, I want to say a special thank you to every single one of you for being here, and so many elected officials that have already been introduced, others that we may have skipped. I think Brandon Beach, Senator Beach is here. Also, Sheriff Steverson from Telfair County is here. We appreciate him too. And also my good friend, Dr. Richard Lee. I appreciate you so much, giving the prayer and all the support and counsel and the man that you are, such a strong man of faith that has really been a great mentor to me, and I appreciate all that you're doing. Nita and I have been traveling all over the state, and today has been a real fun day. It's been fun because I've got to be with my good friend, Lieutenant Colonel Oliver North, and this man is a real patriot. I'm telling you, he is a patriot like none other. And he does not back down, I'm telling you, and I love the fight in him. He has encouraged me so much. He is a man that has great principle, great vision, and great direction. And just being around him today has just given me so much encouragement. And I just value not only what he's done in his life, but also what he's doing by standing up for the Second Amendment as well. I'm telling you, incoming president. And today is our tour where we're demonstrating how we're not only continuing to stand up for the Second Amendment, but we're really fighting to make sure that Georgia is the very best state, continues to be the best state to do business in the nation. We are so blessed when you think about really what Philip had talked about, this partnership that we've had with Governor Deal, and to see this state be the 9th largest economy in the nation, the second fastest growing GDP the fastest growing GDP, not the second, the fastest growing GDP in the entire Southeast is remarkable in itself, including outpacing what Texas has. Over 700,000 jobs that have been created, 40,000 businesses, a venture capital presence that is quadrupled, a tax cut from 6% to 5.5% that totals to $5.7 billion. These are great successes, and we are the envy of the nation, and Georgia is expected to grow by 4 million people in less than 15 years, which is a remarkable task. And my job is to plan and to shape what that growth is going to look like. And we're going to need more roads. We're going to need more bridges. We're going to need the rural broadband across our state. But I will tell you that the great model is what we witnessed when the I-85 bridge collapsed. What happened? It showed us that our infrastructure was built for about half the size of the population that we have today. But the other thing that's remarkable is it demonstrated to us when government gets out of the way and the private sector takes over, and you incentivize the private sector to get things done, you can build a bridge back in 45 days. And that's exactly what we did. And we're going to continue to do that. And I will tell you, President Trump has been a remarkable partner as well. A wonderful president who is not only cutting taxes, but is doing something that I think is probably going to be the most beneficial of all. I visited the White House about a month ago, and while I was up there, I was talking to his political team, and he said that they made a commitment on the campaign trail for every regulation he puts on the books, he will roll back 2. He's not rolling back 2 for every one. He's rolling back 23. Okay? That's what a Republican does. And that's what, that is unleashing the private sector to do exactly what they know best to do, and that's creating jobs. And it's also going to help us to streamline our process, not only permitting to get businesses up and running, but also building the infrastructure of tomorrow. But I want to pivot to a point that I think is really the most important issue of all. And that is that sadly enough in our state, our labor participation rate is really at an all-time low. And that is true even at the national level as well. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is the fact that too many people that are able-bodied individuals are gaming the system and sitting at home, collecting a check when they need to be at work, okay? And I'm going to tell you, as Casey Cagle is the next governor, we're not only going to have drug testing in place, we're going to have a work requirement in place as well to get these people off the sofa and back at the job. It's a fundamental It is a fundamental belief. Do we want government reliance or do we want self-reliance? I believe fundamentally that we want more people to be able to be employed, to be able to provide for themselves, provide for their families. That's what is in our DNA as Georgians and as Americans. And we're going to fight every day to do that. Now, I will tell you, I believe in a safety net for society. But I do not believe that that safety net needs to become a hammock for people to rest in, okay? I believe it needs to be a springboard that lifts people up, that gives them an opportunity to experience what the American dream is all about. And we're going to give more adult retraining opportunities for kids or for adults to be able to get into the marketplace. But we're also going to be focused like a laser on our K-12 education. And the charter system that I implemented in 2007. Today, we have 30% of our kids a part of that educational system, and it is outperforming every other system in the state. But also creation of the College and Career Academy, where we have 46 of those today. A high school and a technical college partnering together to teach kids on a technical path of learning. We're no longer going to have an educational system that is a one-size-fits-all, that is designed to send every kid off to get a liberal arts degree, because that's only representative of 25% of the marketplace. We got to focus on the other 75% as well, right? And that means we need, yeah, absolutely, yes. And so we're going to celebrate all forms of work, because all jobs that are being done is adding value to society. And that is why we're going to create all of these opportunities with the career paths. Whether you want to be a dental hygienist, a radiology technician, a plumber, an electrician, all of those things are going to be available. And we're going to create an economy that has a rising tide, where we're giving kids the ability to have an industry credential that they can go to the marketplace and be able to earn a $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year salary. That's the kind of future that we're going to be committed to. And I will tell you that 25% of our kids today live in poverty. We have 40 counties that have 40+% poverty rates. Too many people are turning to that life of entitlement. They're turning to a life of crime. The only way that you break that cycle is giving them a better choice. That is what we're going to wake up and do every single day, because I believe that there is value in work. And I believe that education is the great equalizer. No matter where you come from, no matter what your circumstances, you can end up successfully. And I will tell you, I learned that from my mom, who is here today. When she raised me by herself, when my dad left when I was 3, from a little single wide trailer, from her working 2 jobs to make ends meet, for her kneeling by that bed and saying her prayers and teaching me the value of faith. I will tell you, the 8 elementary schools that I attended, by the time I reached the 6th grade, I was not the guy that was supposed to be the next lieutenant governor or the next governor of the state of Georgia. But ladies and gentlemen, that's what's possible. That's what's possible in a great state like Georgia. And I am so proud that it happened right here in Hall County as well. Nita and I, high school sweethearts. The first date was at my church, and the rest was history. And now we have 3 wonderful boys, 2 daughter-in-laws, and 3 precious grandbabies. And our oldest grandbaby, Miss Everett Grace, is right here. Y'all give Everett Grace a round of applause. Wave to her. Can you wave? I'm putting her on the spot. That's not good. You're never supposed to do that. But Nita's been by our side, and she's actually done just a wonderful job, and we're so thankful. It's hot, and I've spoken too long. I want to bring up now another really, really good friend of mine that's going to introduce Lieutenant Colonel Oliver North, and that is Carolyn Meadows. Carolyn Meadows is the current president of the NRA, and she has done a wonderful, wonderful job of defending our Second Amendment rights, and we will continue to have that great relationship with her. She's going to be passing the torch off, but she is a wonderful person who's done great work. She hails from Cobb County. Y'all please give a warm welcome to NRA President Carolyn Meadows.